Hello, and thank you for joining us for our fourth lesson, Flower Power. The anatomy illustration and the pollinator cards can be found on our website as a virtual learning additional resource under series number 4. To start us off, we have a fun song for the young ones to sing and get their wiggles out. In this lesson, kids will use observations to accurately draw the structures of a real flower and identify the reproductive organs. They will discuss the vital role pollinators play in spreading pollen so that plants can produce fruits and seeds. And they will engage in an outdoor activity to analyze how the structures of different flowers have coevolved to become beneficial to a variety of different pollinators. Discuss the meaning of each of the vocabulary terms and have the students write each term in their garden journal along with the definition in their own words. Next, have your student locate a real flower and encourage close examination. Then, have them draw the parts they observe. For older students, have them label the stamen and pistil using the flower anatomy illustration in the next slide. Now to Mary for the activity.
Hi, I'm Mary, Garden Educator Manager, and I'm going to walk you through how to do the activity that we have designed to reinforce the lesson, coevolution between flowers and pollinators. This is a good game for either a large group or individuals. So if you're homeschooling and you only have 1 or 2 children, it works out really well for them too. It's best played outside. Kids love to get out in the sunshine. This gives them a little bit more space because they have an opportunity for some silly creativity with this fun game. So there's a little preparation to it, but not too much. Just download the pollinator playing cards. You'll print them up and cut them up into individual cards. So that is one of the flower cards. This would happen to be the corresponding pollinator card. So now you have your cards all ready to go. Now what I did to make it easier, I have taped these onto 2 different colors so that I can quickly separate them, and it makes them last longer. So I've just taped them over with packaging tape. So here's the cards all ready to go. Now when you want to adapt the game to an individual student, or just a small handful, rather than divide them up, you will take your flower cards, and you can see there's quite a few. The flower cards would then be put on a wall. Just tape them up there and put them at a height where the children can readily read them. So they would tape up all the flower cards, and then each child would be given an individual pollinator to match. So that child also has to enact the behavior of that pollinator and buzz or flap or crawl, whatever they would do. And they go to the wall and find the corresponding flower. And then take that pollinator and tape it on the wall next to that flower. And just repeat this process until you've gone through all the pollinators and they're all matched up to all the flowers. Now, another adaptation of this game, which is my favorite, which is really, really fun, the kids love it, it becomes a scavenger hunt for them. So if you have an access to any kind of garden, backyard, maybe a public space, somewhere where there are flowers growing, hopefully in your own school garden, you'll have some flowers. And so the children will each be given a pollinator card. And then they will go through the garden and actually find the real flower that corresponds to the needs of that pollinator. So this is a really good example. We have a salvia, and let's just do that. There we go. This would be a perfect match. It's a tubular red flower. As another example, you may see, where's my little pollinator here? Here we go. This little guy, that guy's pretty common. This little guy loves purple and blue and yellow flowers. So this would be a perfect garden match. So what you would do is hand out one by one the pollinator cards. As the child finds the flower, they'll come and show you. They can either bring you a flower and you can collect a bouquet, or you will just see that they have found it and they'll bring you the card back, and then you give them another pollinator card and try to find another corresponding flower. So it's a lot of fun. Now, when they finish up, I would recommend going back to their garden journals and having them do some notes. They can draw some flowers that they've seen, they can make a list of the different shapes of flowers and do some list of some pollinators, or they could just draw pictures because there's a lot of little artists out there. So I hope you enjoy this activity. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and continue your studies. Everybody, enjoy yourselves. Bye bye.
After playing the flower pollinator game, have the students return to their garden journals to make a list of flower types on the left and their matching pollinators on the right. Again, the little artists can draw examples of these coevolved pairs. Pose these questions to the students and have them articulate their conclusions. They can refer to their garden journals for vocabulary definitions. We are so glad that you joined us for another week of virtual learning. As always, we love seeing the finished products of these activities. Please post a picture and tag us. Also, please feel free to contact us with feedback. See you on Wednesday.